don't look at me. What's up, everybody? We're here, and we're gonna be listening to an album like we always do before we do the podcast. Oh, I'm coming in hot. My name's Brad. We got John here, and Dave will be joining us shortly. Yeah, this is Dave's pick this week. So, yeah, we definitely need him for the podcast part, but he's obviously heard this album a million times on his own, so he doesn't necessarily need another listen through himself. But
we, on the other hand,
yes, we need an education of this album. So yeah, if you've been watching the last couple of weeks, you know the drill. But if you don't, here is the drill. If you are watching on YouTube, you're not going to be able to hear the music along with us because we got to get around the copyright police somehow. And if you want to listen to us, though, there is the Patreon stream going, patreon.com/FlyoverStatePark. And there you should be able to hear all the music with us, and you won't get the awkward silences in between our thoughts. So, yeah, we encourage you to go there. It's free to join the Patreon, and yeah, you can listen along. So, yeah, let me get our music together for today. What do we got? Southern Rock, not Southern Rock Opera. No. Nope, not Phantom Island. Okay, hold on. Fuck. I was hoping I could just click on it. Oh, is it in my feed? Maybe no. Hey, John, can you hand me that the keyboard there? The wireless. It's the white wireless one in that pile of stuff. Thank you. Oh, there it is. All right. So I haven't even mentioned what we're doing today. But if you looked at the thumbnail, you probably know We're doing the replacements. Let it be.
Let it be in this album, or
like a cover of it? No. They apparently did it, named it this to like fuck with their manager because their manager was a big Beatles fan. So that's what I found that a lot of their decision making is based on is fucking with someone. So, but yeah, without further ado, though, we got "Let It Be." It's a pretty short album, only 30-something minutes. They are a punk band, so that's kind of typical. So here we go. So yeah, they are punks, but like this album was them kind of trying to do other stuff, which is why it doesn't all sound straight up punk. This is 1984.
This is 1984.
Yep.
Is there a concept to this album we should be listening for?
This is more of a. We chose an album of a band that we wanted to cover in this case. Like it'll probably end up being like lower on the concept album rating.
No, that's fair.
But I mean, the loose like themes are like adolescence and like dealing with your sexuality and boners and things. There's a lot of that. So have you noticed they are on a rooftop in the on the cover, much like the "Let It Be" cover from the Beatles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The "Let It Be" cover, it's a square of each of them.
Yeah, yeah. And they're not on the rooftop of a business. They're like they're on the roof of their house or something. Looks like a hell of a slant, too.
Hell of a what?
Hell of a slant.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they like tried to rebel against punk and like accidentally made like a rockabilly type thing. You know? Loving that guitar. Bow, 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 bow. One of the guys in the band, Bob something, was like kind of the guitarist who brought in his brother, the bassist, who was like, I guess 11 when he joined the band. Yeah. Apparently just partied wild and drank like crazy with them and all that too. I also think that do you think his voice sounds like Kurt Cobain?
No. I mean, I can see where you getting at.
He gets there a few times.
I was gonna say I agreed with your punk assessment earlier because he sounds like an '80s punk singer to me.
Yeah,
like late '70s punk singer.
Yeah, yeah. He's got a classic kind of drawl to it.
Yeah, he sounds like he's the same kind of guy that could walk up and just,
Yeah.
that kind of like sensibility.
Crooning, almost.
What do they
And we get this entirely incomprehensible bit, apparently.
Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
Everything. Think. What's that about? It's also kind of a predecessor of like some pop punk stuff. There's some like pop punk sensibilities here. Ooh, okay. Yeah, speaking of pop punk, this intro is so pop punk.
Oh, see, this is exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah.
In the last track.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, this is punk's fuck.
Yeah. Coming out. I like a band that can fucking rock, man. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Ah!
Maybe
I'm getting blasted with
shit.
rock. I just realized I should close Steam.
This shit be rocking, Holmes.
What's up, Dave? We're on track 4, I think.
Perfect. I've read this probably 100 times.
Yeah. We mentioned that to the viewers, that you did not really need to listen to the whole thing.
So what are you thinking so far?
What's up?
What are you thinking so far?
I love the end of this track.
Definitely a little splash of like their old like first album, like when they were more like the heavy hard rock or heavy like hardcore punk.
Yeah. Oh, this one's fun.
Literally just about their bassist when he just got his tonsils out as a joke. They just suddenly made a song about it.
Wait, he got his tonsils out as a joke?
No, he got them taken out, and as a joke, they're like, well, make a song about it.
Okay. I was going to say, it sounds horrifying. He like went to the dentist from
Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah. Steve Barton. But yeah, this song is about basically, John, they don't have the laughing gas or the sleep gas or whatever. So the doctor just like rips his teeth out without the fucking Novocaine. Thank you. I do feel like this is a track.
Oh, I'm good.
I do feel like this is a track that like
THC guys.
Nirvana would play. Like Nirvana would write, maybe.
That was another band that kind of was influenced by the Replacements as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Like the vocals a lot. Like I definitely have a similar timbre.
This is a band that, like, from the 80s, what a lot of people consider sort of like the Velvet Underground. Like, they weren't quite popular, but
Yeah.
like everyone that really is into them, like, the
Yeah.
joke was like, you made a band or you had your band and that was one of your influences was the Replacements.
Yeah. I've seen their patches on everyone, like, forever, you know. Oh, here we go. This one's a nice one.
This is a great fucking tune.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, the basis was kind of a few things. One was the Replacements, even though they were like in the punk scene, they were a punk band. They never like wore any like the traditional punk clothing styles by any means. They never had mohawks or spikes.
Well, that was kind of
They
their
never
whole
had
thing.
leather jackets. They never like they
Yeah.
were. And right around this time, they really got into like just shopping in like thrift stores and just putting like just getting wacky shit, and that was their style.
Yeah.
Was just
Yeah.
being the most unique looking band, and just by them being themselves. That was
Yeah. Their whole philosophy was basically to say, like, fuck you to the punks that decided that there are rules to punk rock.
that was the other point. Like when they
Yeah.
first went to New York to play CBG, because they were just annoyed by the punk rockers with like
Yeah.
the mohawks, the leather jackets. Like you go on stage and you see a crowd, they all look like the same.
Yeah.
He's like, what
yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
this is kind of like a joke about like
yeah.
like a lighthearted like, like you don't need like a
Well, it's also just like so like sweet and touching
It's
and
sweet.
like
towards the end like the vocals have like just emotion and like it's
Yeah.
singing like it feels almost like a Robert Smith of the Cure in some tracks where it's just like
I'm kind of
gut wrenching, like so
Yeah.
emotional, like the last like I think chorus or verse where it's almost like he's like straining almost for
Yeah.
like words.
Yeah, I feel like this should be one of those like classic songs that
Yeah.
everyone knows. Because
I-
like it's the subject matter is really amazing, like,
Yeah.
and it's
Like there's just so much like emotional, not pain, but just so much emotion that like going into it.
it's like when people say like, oh, like, you know, kids these days are gender flipping and there's so much stuff. It's like people were, you know, asking these questions for a long time, and like
over 40 years ago.
yeah,
And it was not even new then. I mean,
No.
go
it's-
another 10,
yeah.
15 years plus, and you have like
Yeah.
the New York scene with the
yeah,
Warhol and the
Yeah.
Velvet. Like, I mean, shit, Bowie. I mean,
yeah.
it's not new, but yeah, it's everyone's like this. 2025. These kids are weird. And like,
Yeah, it's like
No.
no,
you just ignore the
been
parts of culture that you
happening
don't
for a
like.
long time. It might not be like in your face every day around your town, but
like,
it's happening.
yeah,
It's always happened.
It's nothing new.
That's exactly the issue. They
Or they just
complain
haven't seen
about
them.
like it being in their face, and it's
And
like
then
like it was never around before,
Yeah.
or like
yeah,
I tell people all the time, I'm like, you're worried about the wrong issue.
and
Yeah.
the
You're
same
worried
thing-
about shit that's not going away.
and like same thing with like holding gentry. Like if you never like actually sat down and chatted or met someone, like yeah, I get like why like oh it's weird. Like no, like they're just a normal dude. Like everyone's on the
Yeah.
same planet, just trying to survive day by day, man. Like
yeah. Well, I was trying to make it out here, man.
Let that shit go, and we can actually like
move forward as a society.
move forward.
Truth.
This is another great, just like full
Yo,
rock.
don't
track.
want to let it go. This is 80s rock as fuck.
Oh yeah, this one's a cover of the Kiss song. Except for in this, so the Kiss song is about a prostitute, and this is about a soldier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but that's another thing, John. They would apparently for the punk crowds, since the punk crowds like hated anything popular and like were very purity about that,
Yeah.
they would like play covers
Purposely
of
do
Kiss
covers of actual like
Yeah.
classic songs
and do covers of like
just
popular
to piss
stuff.
the crowd off.
Yeah.
So they had like this like they call like this that was the soft like they had different versions of like what they play or what they're feeling.
Yeah.
And they would just like go into something all like so yeah. The
Well,
replacements,
it was the pussy list, right?
yes.
Yeah. They had their pussy set list, which was like covers of like covers of things that they just played for like crowds that they didn't like.
And half the time, maybe the first time attempting it too. They're like, yeah, fuck it, play it.
Yeah. That's kind of their whole deal was pissing people off.
I mean, that's punk as fuck.
They were the first ones that got banned from SNL, right? First
Second.
ones? Second?
No,
Okay.
They would not be the first.
The
But
first one, I believe, was from our last video. That was
Oh, okay.
Fear.
Right.
But yeah, they were. That'd be a whole nother conversation too. But
This one's really good.
this is probably one of my favorite tracks, hands
This
down.
one's a
Not
Stone
just for
Cold
the
classic.
replacements, but like songs.
Right.
It's.
Yeah.
I'm already getting like sidetracked by just everything by replacements. But yeah, them playing live, there's different variations. You get them actually playing a straight set. You get them playing a set that was random covers, or you get a set that were so drunk they could barely do a set.
That was also
So
the
there's
thing.
always like, what kind of versions are you going to get?
Yeah.
They played at CBGB's and they knew there was like A&R or from like,
Oh, yeah,
Rex-
yeah, that
and
story's
they purposely
crazy.
just like played a shit set and Paul at the end joked like, so we're going to get a contract? And just knew that they were in there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the purpose. I mean, they were whatever they could possibly do to like just like
That's pretty-
not move
that's pretty
forward.
awesome.
Like they were the most themselves as a band that you can almost get. Like
Yeah.
the most earnest
Yeah.
version. So yeah, this song was. They went to the studio and he only had one like part of a line. It was like, "I'm unsatisfied," and they just went into and just did it, like
Yeah.
on the fly.
Yeah.
And then their guitarist Bob came in halfway through and just, all right, and they just recorded it.
Damn.
The whole idea behind this lyrics is he was in that spot and moment where like he was tired of what they were doing in the past. Nothing made him happy. He wasn't sure what the band was doing, where they're going forward, what was happening.
Yeah.
And it was just like in his mind, he couldn't like, and this is how he just wrote it, like made the song and just like got
Yeah.
that emotion out of his head.
Yeah.
Just frustration.
Yeah. I like that droning like that goes throughout. Really ties it all together.
This is another one like a genres where you can feel like just like that emotion and just like frustration coming through in like the voice. It's
Yeah.
not just like him singing these lyrics. I mean, it's like legit. Like
Yeah.
he's just angry. Like
Well, yeah, exactly. I do think like emotion started to kind of rule what people wanted in vocals.
yeah,
You know, like actually expressing this way in an imperfect way was starting to actually become
almost like even if you have
Sought
like a
after.
small crack, because you're like just trying
Yeah.
to belt it out. Like
yeah,
like instead of like, scrap it, no, we got to do it clean. It's like no, like leave that
Yeah.
in there. That's
yeah,
right there. That's what you wanted that track. You wanted that emotion coming through.
yeah. That evokes the like the church, you know,
Yep.
like where that stuff comes from. I've been reading this rock and roll history. I've been learning a lot about like I learned about some doo-wop and the payola scandal.
Yep.
And right now I'm on James Brown. That's the chapter I'm on. But I watched like a YouTube video about Conan talking about the Beatles, and it put me on a whole kick. And now I'm like, I need to know all of rock history now.
There's a great podcast. I should turn it on to. My friend Jay got me on it. I think it was the history of music and 500 albums or something, and it starts out from like the very earliest, and like you could plot as a song, and there's like albums or there are musicians, and every episode is maybe 20, 35 minutes, but they break down like
Yeah.
and so like I think you're still like in the first like under 100, you're still like not even into the 60s or yet or something like it goes like
There
the
are
most
so
thorough
many.
like lineage of rock you can possibly do.
Well, and what I was doing is I was putting on music that I was like reading about. So like as I was reading, like you'd mention a different song, and I'd throw that song on, and I'd keep on reading. So I was kind of like hearing the change through the years as well, which is fun. Active
It's
listening.
really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially sometimes you can hear the right thing when he's talking about it sometimes.
Well, yeah, because I realized, like, oh, yeah, I'm reading a book about music. I can listen to music while I'm reading this. You know, it's kind of like a revelation. I was like, oh, shit, this rocks.
This makes these words come off the page.
Yeah, man.
So like another fun jab at pretty much like the music industry as a whole. Like
Honestly, our conversation is perfect for this track.
Yeah.
This track is all about phony rock and roll and what's the importance of, you know.
You're phony rock and roll.
Well, because like they're referring to like MTV and stuff in this song.
The amount like that people spend on like videos and like everything they built up to is like it's just like why?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear they're ending MTV?
Oh, finally.
You're gonna it's costing too much, something like that for
that makes sense.
Paramount or some shit.
I'm still shocked it was on, but
when was the last time they had something that was like culturally relevant? You know,
from music wise or just a show they did.
Yeah,
I mean, music wise is probably like 98, 99.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you know it's funny because by the time I was in high school, like. MTV was so populated with like every other kind of television that they'd relegated everything to like VH1,
right,
and VH1 too, and that's where I was watching like the countdown shows on,
and
shit like that. You know?
Oh yeah, man. I would say out to. Oh. Sorry, I got sidetracked.
So they got pressured like to actually do a music video. Like you guys have to have a music video.
Yeah.
So they did it finally for a track off the next album, which is Tim. And I believe the song was it Bastards the Young?
Yes, that's the one.
And so they found a loophole. They didn't actually have to be in the video.
Yeah.
So it's a very famous one. It's got, riffed on by other bands, but it starts as a close up of like a speaker.
Yeah.
It's black and white, and slowly for like a minute and a half, just slowly pans out.
Yeah, yeah.
And you see a couch is in somebody's house. He's just on the couch listening to the song.
Yeah.
At the end, just starts kicking the speaker.
Yeah.
So
perfect video for MTV, if you ask me.
They only played it a handful of times.
Gary's got a boner.
Yep.
This is a good track.
Gary got a boner.
I'm trying to remember there's a story behind the song as a joke, but as a one-time shot playing live at CBGB's, they went on as Gary and the Boners.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
As a joke as this song, like, we're Gary and the Boners.
We're Gary and the Boners. Put it on the matinee. This song also, I couldn't help but think of a young Kurt Cobain hearing this track. You know what I mean? Like, this would have been the greatest thing he had ever heard up to that point, right?
I think
if you're a preteen and you hear this track,
yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's the funniest thing ever.
This was punk rock as fuck too.
Yeah, dude. And then his friend's giggling because they don't know what a soft on is yet, and like an older friend has to explain it to them.
Gary got a boner, guys.
Got a boner. Jerry's got a boner. He's got a long boner. That's like a real rock song, you know? Oh, yeah, this one. I forgot about this one. Like, I don't know if they meant to make an album that was, like, viable to the pop charts, but
No,
they did,
I know.
you know?
And their next one is even more so.
Yeah. That's-
Tim was just fantastic. I mean,
Yeah. The romantic chord. I remember we threw that chord into a song because we wanted to make it sound romantic. Yeah.
I mean, the only thing you need to be is playing on a stage in front of like a high school prom or dance, like or like a wedding band.
Yeah. Definitely a high school prom type of song. Bow, bow, bow. Such a sweet song after Gary's got a boner.
It's like, oh,
Well, he needs a place to put that boner now. So
Yeah. You need a song to switch to when your mom comes running in the room like, what did I just hear?
nothing, mom.
Nothing.
it's a song about a nice.
Oh, this
date,
is
Mom.
nice.
Bling, 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 bling.
He also, Conor Oberst evokes him a little bit
Paul.
sometimes. This voice. Some of this stuff does sound like really modern too.
And that's, I think, also a key. I think why you look back and there's some bands that you're like, I mean, I remember when it was fun, I liked it, but it's not my
Yeah.
favorite. But you put this on, like, God, it's still fucking great.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's funny, no matter what genre, but there's some bands that just hit that right where you put it on and you're like, when do you think this is made? And everyone's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It sounds like, in the last 10 years, maybe?
Yeah, I think one of the Rolling Stone articles I was glancing said that it's one of the last real rock bands.
Yep. A lot of people in reviews actually mention that as a band.
Yeah.
After
like-
them, it was like the end of like
Yeah.
real rock.
Yeah, because then it was like glam metal, which devolved quickly, and then grunge was almost anti-rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like punk rock.
Yeah.
Like fuck punk, fuck rock.
We're just gonna have a lot of
We're
droning sounds.
over here.
And we're gonna make it sound good. We're gonna sing about heroin and shit. Not that they weren't already doing that, but
Because we don't want
that was always
to think
well
about our
covered.
dreary lives.
Yeah. Ooh. Wait, is this the solo didn't REM do one of the solos?
Track one.
Track one, okay.
Yeah. Jeff
The
Buck
REM guy.
or-
Jeff
yeah.
Buck. Yeah.
So, yeah, Chris Mars was the drummer. Paul Westenberg was the singer rhythm. Bob Stinson, the guitarist, lead guitar,
Mhm.
who
Yeah.
you get to after like this and coming up, he was fighting to try to get more like
Yeah.
solo because he loved that. But like
Yeah.
That's not kind of where it was going. And his younger brother Tommy was the bass player.
Yeah.
And when they originally started, Tommy was only like I think 11 or 12.
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
started.
It's crazy.
Bob just wanted something for him to do, so I couldn't get into trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like we're gonna start a band.
Yeah. Trying to get him off the street and stuff.
So yeah, they're
I was probably 14 or 15 when I started.
so
in the
they're
band I was
originally from Minnesota, and when they started, another band around the same time was Husker Du, and
Okay.
they were friendly, but there's always like in the playful, trying to like do a great album, and
Yeah.
going back and forth with each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were both. It was like it was sort of the tail end of like the hardcore. What was happening in California, but in Minnesota, you had these guys and Husker Du, and they were both.
Well, I was thinking about, so this is also feels almost like a predecessor to like Midwest hardcore or Midwest emo.
Yeah.
You know?
Again, just like laying down blueprints.
Yeah.
So I think this was the third album. So the sixth album, Don't Tell a Soul, is definitely, if that wasn't the blueprint for Midwest emo, I don't know what
Yeah.
album would be.
Yeah.
Don't Tell a Soul is just fucking great.
Because it's so imperfect sounding, like the guitar or whatever. It's like going through like all sorts of stuff. Like it sounds like it's coming out of like a tape or something. Like, but it's got a lot of character. It's very stripped down. This guy doesn't like answering machines.
I also love like the music matches like the vocal frustration. Like it feels like this
Yes.
is like ah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, like the age of like emotion being the like main selling point
Yeah.
of music was coming.
Yes.
You know. If you need help. I only know of one other song that features this telephone bit here. Do you know which one it is?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Albuquerque.
You'd like to make a call.
I kind of miss that voice. I'm gonna be honest. It was nice. It was calming.
Hello.
You would always hear
Please
it. if you
hang up
picked
and try again.
Yeah, you could pick up any phone at a booth.
Oh yeah.
You know. You could also kind of hear change a little bit.
Yeah.
Or like maybe
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Or like it was that flapper.
Yeah, the flapper.
So you're
The
just clicking
flapper.
it
Oh shit!
because you had to open and pull the change
You're
out.
totally right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that's got to be intentional. That's awesome. Oh man, that just like gave me such like a sensory kind of memory. You know what I mean?
Why would there be a flapper on a cell
Yeah.
phone, Dave?
Right? Like Gen Z is totally lost.
Yeah.
Uh,
What's a phone?
Dude, does your phone even flip?
what does your phone even flip? Do a flip. Well, that was the Replacements. Let It Be, and yeah, really, really interesting album. And when we come back, yeah, that's right. We're gonna take a quick break because bathrooms and stuff. But yeah, I'm excited to dive into this one, man. So
Yeah.
if you guys want, you could stick around, and watch us after the break. Or if you're watching this in the future, just skip ahead. BRB. theme song was playing.
The album concept hour. The album concept hour. It's the album concept hour.
Welcome everybody to the Album Concept Hour. I am your host Brad LeBaron, as I always am, and I am joined, as I always am, by John. What's going on, John?
Not too much, man.
And we got Dave.
Yo.
Yep, we're all here. We got the crew, the main crew, and we're here to talk about some classics. You know, this is one we threw on the list because they're a great band, and it's not necessarily going to be the most conceptual album as far as like connected tissue, but we wanted to cover the Replacements anyway because they're a very important band to the concept of rock music. So yeah, we're covering them. But before we get to all that, we're going to talk about what we've been listening to lately. And for me, I took a break from the music leagues this week. And I've been reading from the Rolling Stones Illustrated History of Rock and Roll, and I've been learning about some like doo-wop and fucking the instrumental groups like the Venture that we've covered on the podcast.
Stuff.
Very good.
The flash in the pan that was the surf music era.
Some Herb Alpert in there?
Not there yet. I'm not
All
there
right.
yet. I think he comes in a little bit. I don't know if would he be considered rock and roll though? History? He's like adjacent. I
would
feel like
say-
he
I'd
should.
say it's very
adjacent.
possible.
Yeah.
With the size of that book, I think they could fit some Herb Alpert in there.
They should definitely. But yeah, the Flamingos I listened to a little bit of.
That's early doo-wop.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I'm going through the whole history of it. Sam Cooke, of course. You know,
Of
we
course.
touched on
Sam and Dave.
And then I learned a lot about these songwriters, like Carole King and where Neil Diamond and them came from when they were songwriters before they were like artists, and like the whole downfall of
Very
the
nice.
songwriter kind of like industry,
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, I've been really enjoying that. Listening to some real oldies. I think
Oldies and goodies.
Jake the Snake Foster would be proud of my listening this week.
I think so.
Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah, I was just like, I was telling you about it, I realized like, oh, I'm like reading about music. I should listen to the music while I'm reading. And like, it was this kind of revelation. I'm like, oh, this is great. I should get more music books, you know? So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And yeah, that's what I've been listening to recently. And I got a fresh playlist of sad and mad music that I haven't touched yet from the Music League. So yeah, I'm excited to. It opens with Alanis Morissette, You Ought to Know. Perfect sad and mad song.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's probably gonna win. But yeah, that's me. That's my segment for the week. John, what have you been jamming on or watching? Or
Oh,
what are you feeling?
A
you know?
lot of Christmas music lately.
That's
I
true.
literally
It is
listened
the time
to
of year.
was that Twisted Christmas?
Twisted
Mhm.
Sister.
No. It always gets to because they made an album too that they called Twisted Christmas.
Oh, okay.
But
So there are
I
multiple.
cannot-
Yeah,
One second.
that's okay. What about you, Dave? While he's looking for it, Dave, you got anything you've been jamming on?
Yeah, I think because every time we do these, like I would say 90% of the time, whatever album it is, you're like, I've been listening to this band a lot this week. Because
Yeah.
you're just getting ready for the episode.
Right.
So I think this is the rare occasion that I'm like, I've been listening to a lot of Replacements this week. And it's
Yeah.
not because we're doing this episode. I think we picked it just a couple days ago.
Yeah. This one we picked pretty
before
recently.
we're doing now.
Yeah.
But even like
Need to fill
up
the
until
slots.
that, I was still like going crazy, going through a lot of their stuff. And
Yeah.
when you're asking, pick a thing, I was going through the list. I had 3 bands that popped up. This is one of them. And after I mentioned those 3, I'm like, you know what? Definitely feeling Replacements.
Yeah, hell yeah, awesome. We
I just
got
want
you.
something more
We got you at the perfect
refreshing
time.
coming from like not like the
You're
past albums I
ready,
haven't
ready.
enjoyed. They're great. I just like the mood, just something just a little different from the last couple like
Yeah.
3 or 4 albums. Just
Yeah,
kind of change up a bit.
yeah, definitely refreshing.
Yeah.
And oh man, this band builds so much on what I've been learning. I think in the rock and roll history, like they're definitely like
I feel like there are
groups.
blueprints that they wrote
Yeah.
themselves.
I don't know if they're talked about in this book because it came out in '92, so like their kind of significance might not quite be
I think by
solidified
92,
by then. But
I think they were still important even in the 80s.
yeah, but like I think it's like in the '90s when those artists are talking about the Replacements being one of their heroes. You know what I mean?
True. I mean, this is Rolling Stone,
Yeah.
or is it?
Let me just see if the Replacements
I'm
are
only
covered. I'll
interested
look
because
at the.
there's a lot of reviews and quotes like from Rolling Stone magazine about the Replacements. So my only guess is that there's a good chance they might be mentioned.
Yeah, we have. Let's see. The last couple of chapters are okay. We have MTV. The Revolution will be televised. U2, Prince, Michael Jackson, the Global Beat, Up from the Underground. So I don't think they necessarily get into that part of rock necessarily. So that might be it's kind of once I get to that section, I'll
Well,
just
they gotta
jump to a different book.
Redo it then,
Yeah. There's probably a new edition. You know what I mean? They probably have a newer version
or
of
just
this.
Volume 2.
Yeah.
All right.
Volume 2. What about you, John?
No, that was Twisted Christmas by Bob Rivers Comedy Corp.
Bob Rivers Comedy Corp.
So
Right.
highly recommend around this time of year. Also, the Yoopers
Yeah.
have the great hit My Rusty Chevrolet.
I did look up some Youpers
local.
on your recommendation. I'm gonna see what fits for next Thanksgiving season.
Oh, and I also actually recently listened to the Fugees, the score, and I immediately followed that up by the Emancipation of Lauryn Hill.
Oh
It
yeah,
was just a really
that's
nice
a good back to back. Yeah.
Just feels like one big long album too. in a
Yeah.
certain sense,
The style
same.
really gels.
Those are my
Yeah.
recommendations.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Those are some good
Get in your favorite
recommendations.
Christmas movie while you can, guys. It's
While you
the middle of the
can.
season.
Yeah.
We got a couple weeks.
Already
Yeah.
halfway
and
through
Trump's
the
America.
month,
Who
guys.
knows about Christmas? What?
Yeah, I know.
We're going to talk about the Replacements though today, and this album this album is called "Let It Be." Now, "Let It Be" that sounds familiar, right? Like that's
Let
a
it
different
be,
band.
Let it be.
There's a few jokes about
different
how it
band, is it?
became, yeah.
Yeah, and I like the explanation I saw on Genius, which is like their manager was a big fan of the Beatles and they wanted to piss him off,
That's one.
which seems hilarious.
The other one was, again, rumors, maybe true or not, just
Right.
like any of them. Because I think this is a band that I think there's so many stories because it's like,
Yeah.
this could be true. This sounds like something they would do.
Well, ever since Southern Rock Opera, I'm embracing these rock myths more.
So
You know what
the
I
other
mean?
one was, they turn the radio and like whatever the next track is, we'll name it. Or
Yeah.
something along that line. So Beatles Let It Be came on. So like we'll call Let It Be.
Mm-hmm.
Let it be, guys.
And there's a slight nod to it with them being on the rooftop on the cover.
Yep. There's
Yeah.
again, and yeah, definitely slight towards the Beatles.
Yeah. So,
It's a real
Uh,
slidey roof.
yeah, right. This is like this reminds me of like the roof that me and my friends would hang out on. That was like facing Johnson Street when we lived on
Damn
Johnson.
kids.
Smoke some bowls out there and we
Watch the
we
world
would
go by.
we had a game where we would just like decide how big the driver's dick was based upon what they were driving. That's the whole thing. It was so stupid. But yeah, those some good times. But yeah, so our first track we got is I Will Dare, and part of the description I got for this track was that part of the quote unquote dare was them doing a much less punk rock album than their previous two albums,
True.
and really taking a chance in that way. So like it's kind of like kind of meta commentary on what they're actually doing with the album. So here is I Will Dare.
Just opening up with a real bouncy number.
Dude, right? Yeah, that's a good opening track.
That's classic.
And I haven't heard the first couple of albums. How like jarring would this track be if you've only heard the first two albums?
So the first album, I think the first album was called, I think something like "Sorry Mom, I Forgot to Take Out the Trash" or something like that. I think that
so.
was 81, maybe 81, 82, 81.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was definitely more just loud, fast, hardcore.
Yeah.
The second album was like kind of split. They had a lot of like more heavy tracks. They would throw in a few different like kind of different styles, weaving
Okay.
a little bit,
They're starting to play around.
and,
with it.
and it kind of tad more playful,
Yeah.
but still kind of holding it steady. And then this one was a full like turn, like take a left now, like just,
Yeah.
And so kind of changing kind of their style as a whole a little bit, but still being themselves, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah. Like this is not some sort of like selling out to the major labels. I mean, they got more attention. They got on SNL, they got some notoriety, but like they always did it on their terms,
As much as they could,
Yeah, as much as they could. Like one of the videos you sent me, I'll link it in the description, mentions the fact that like this is kind of what they went through would almost become like a prototype for some of the attitudes that like Kurt Cobain had towards his like fame and his attention that he got, the kind of fuck around with it, have fun with it,
I feel like if this band, same thing, got that attention like Nirvana and the bands that shot up, I feel like they would probably like just like, what the fuck, we don't want this shit. Like,
they would do anything they could to sabotage
enough
it.
to like just kind of stay in that lane. Just
yeah.
enough to like, we just want to do this.
Yeah, to kind of illustrate like the kind of band we're talking about. There is a infamous story of them where they were playing a concert with a lot of A&R representatives, and it was like the concert to like woo the record labels or whatever.
Get your name, get a contract.
Yeah, like a lot of bands, have that opportunity where they know that the A&R guys
You
are
gotta
out
put
there.
your hits out. You gotta impress them. Gotta show them something.
And they played one of their more loose, wild shows and kind of made fun of the whole thing. What is it? What he says at the end?
I think at the very end, it's like, so do we get a contract?
Just
mocking them like
So like basically like the story goes that like all of the A&R reps just like left in droves, like no one like stayed to talk to them, like, and but they did end up getting like a deal like later in a different show.
I think for this, because it was before this album, I think, and they got it signed to, I think it was Sire.
Yes, Sire Records. Yeah. Because a different A&R guy just happened to see them on a good night when they weren't fucking around and saw the fucking talent.
So this is what they are.
They're
just fucking around.
They just are very unserious about the whole music industry
business,
part of it. Which I deeply respect. Like that is how you are supposed to do it as a subversive artist, But the song, like the themes of this song, though, I will say just out the gate, remind me of like a "What's My Age Again" kind of thing. Blink-182, you know. How young are you? How old am I? Let's count the rings around my eye. How smart are you? How dumb am I? Don't count any of my advice. So that's like kind of a lot of the themes that we're dealing with in the album are going to be about like adolescence and puberty and your sexuality and that kind of stuff.
There was a lot of there's a video some put together kind of like the history of like how punk got to like Green Day and like how and how punk got pop.
Oh yeah, I think that I saw that video too. Yeah.
So Replacements are like kind of in between the two-parter, but they're a subsection of the punk bands that embraced old music and pop. Yeah. Because that's kind of what they were, drawn to. You have a lot of bands that was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to be, a whole, we're flipping on the side. We're going to do it this way. Yeah. And there's two different styles, and the bands that like flowed with that kept that pop tendency a bit, like Replacements was kind of one. Yeah. That was, again, an intro to like a lot of other bands like, God, my man blanking, like, Jawbreaker, but also would end up turning into like Blink as well. Like
Yeah,
kind of
definitely.
that
Yeah,
same
yeah.
like
Yeah. Like
sound.
it's like that. Yeah, if you like look at the list of like people that like mentioned this as their inspiration, it is a very interesting list.
And like the Chicago-based band, there's a few bands that were calling like Ramones, core Screeching Weasel was one, and that
Mhm.
was another band that again kind of like Blink kind of like took a notice on as well, and I think they did a cover of one of their tracks, and I mean it was just,
Early Blink, yeah, they definitely would have been well versed on that stuff.
so
yeah,
it's, again, like all these kind of bands that
yeah,
kind of like wore their pop music on their shoulder a bit or on their sleeve, like
Yeah.
they were
yeah.
these
'cause,
bands
like-
kind of influence what you have now with like the Blink and Green Day and all that kind of
Yeah.
sound.
And I'm glad that we just also watched Decline of Western Civilization 1 recently, because that is literally like right before this album. You know what I mean? So like I can see the connective tissue between like the punk bands in that documentary were like full on like maybe the rules weren't necessarily set yet in that documentary, but they very quickly were set. And then the rules that were set is what they are dealing with and they are responding to.
Yes, I mean like their first album was basically would have been like any band that you saw in that doc.
Mm-hmm.
I mean they
Yeah,
would just fit
yeah.
right into that bill. Like that's
Yeah.
that same like,
But like, yeah, eventually, you get bored, and these guys got antagonistic with it and would do covers to fuck with the crowd, play popular songs to fuck with the crowd. That was a heavily
It's just
punk,
so punk.
anti-establishment. So it's like, yeah, you're punking the punks, and like, what's more punk than that? Like Against Me.
Oh,
Against Me is
fuck
another.
those guys.
Yeah, Against Me definitely took that advice when they were being purity tested by the punk rockers, So like, yeah, it's something that happens in every genre. Like after it's around for long enough, people are like, oh well, this is kind of how you got to be if you're in this genre, and it's like, well, no,
You don't have to be anything.
yeah. That the whole point is that the rules are made to be broken and shit.
and the funny thing is like their rules, because there's so many wacky ones. Like when
Yeah.
Green Day started getting attention, they were shunned from like Berkeley and Gilman, like where they started,
Right,
like, even
right.
before they like
Yeah,
and I mean they've been around forever in that circle. And you have
yeah,
like another one, Jawbreaker, that started like touring with like Green Day and stuff early on, and again starting to get attention. Everyone's like, well, started calling them out as like
yeah,
sellouts and stuff, and it's like, what the fuck, man, like
yeah,
like,
yeah. Just
we're
because
not
people like
crazy
my
big, we just
just because people like my music, like fuck you, because like that's always what it is. It's always just fucking at the end of the day, largely just jealousy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Speaking
And
of jealousy,
But I mean, as long as you just, I mean, be you and just keep doing that. So again,
Yeah.
back to the Replacements being like, that's them. Like,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
it. We're gonna do it our way.
yeah, and this track is definitely like showing, anyone that's expecting anything different, they're like, no, we're doing this album on our terms.
Hey, let it be, man.
Let it be.
let it motherfucking be.
But now let's talk about
This
Our
here is
favorite
my
thing.
favorite
Segue.
thing.
this thing. Is my favorite.
This thing is my favorite thing.
My favorite thing. You're my favorite thing. But nothing. What goes on?
John, I should literally just like post this song with that Markiplier meme. This is my favorite thing.
I
My
can't go to
favorite
bed. I can't.
I feel
I go to
bad.
sleep tonight.
I
I'm
can't.
still thinking about this.
I'm still thinking about this. Like,
I just. This is my favorite meme too.
It's so good.
And when it is applied correctly in that format as well,
yeah.
it is just perfect.
Oh yeah.
Because
I-
you're
I
like,
love
that
it.
is my favorite thing, actually.
But yeah, another song like, so this one really I think continues to like subvert the punk expectation, or punk sound expectation, kind of a bit rockabilly, a bit alt rock,
And they got to come in with that punk scream there.
Yeah,
Nice.
That's kind of
catch
like
that.
the typical replacements. I don't know, even like through Tim and anything. I think even Don't Tell. So there's parts where Paul, like, a song starts like, "Wah!" and pow,
yeah,
pow,
yeah,
pow, pow.
yeah. Really
Like
expressive.
there's
Yeah,
So they might not be the hardcore band they started, but there's still that punk sound and mentality. Whatever they
Yeah.
pull off, either it's a riff or
yeah.
just that scream.
Well, that's
to
what's
start-
great about punk is like you really do let loose.
Yeah.
You know, especially vocal wise. Like you just because it doesn't matter what you sound like necessarily. It's about the vibe or whatever in the studio or in the show. But yeah, it's a really cool sound. I think I understand why, like people places like Rolling Stone took particular attention to it because like it is almost like this punk band like recreated like an early rock movement in this album. Like they're bringing some of those sounds of like, I don't know, reinventing it almost. And it's really cool.
But yeah, it's fun even like from 77, 78 to 80, 81, like every couple of years, like, and not just the time, but also like region, like what is happening. And same with like any genre, like name it like rap, metal, whatever, like everything has that scene, like, like the
Yeah.
rock and metal, like the Sunset Strip or like the
Yeah.
rock from that, the 80s, or like everything has just like that bits, like the Minnesota in the early 80s, them and Husker Du, and just having this, like, these two great bands just
Yeah.
putting out some solid stuff. It's
Yeah,
pretty impressive.
Yeah, man. You can definitely hear that winter in their attitude. But yeah,
This is our winter of discontent.
this is the winter. Oh man, that's a crazy book, dude. You ever read that? That shit's crazy. That's the one where he walks into the sea, right? Like at the end, the dude. Spoiler alert. I believe the main character, after all that happens, just walks into the sea with a heavy coat.
It's been a while,
Just-
but yeah.
John Steinbeck has some strange endings. I love John Steinbeck, but the endings are always weird. Anyway, yeah, here's a track about someone trying to figure out what their favorite thing is. My heart aches. It's a looking for a dolly. Can't you hear it?
Needs somebody to love,
This
guys.
guy needs somebody to love.
I
Yeah,
had a bunch of these
Exactly.
written down at work. I forgot to grab them.
yeah,
Because notes, there are certain lyrics that were just like, in songs, there were jabs about so many different things.
Mhm.
It could just be, it could be this song, but there'd be like a line just as a poke at something, or like an artist or something they're angry with.
yeah,
And so many like just get overlooked because they kind of flow in the song, but they had a lot of little jabs. It was like
Mhm.
just kind of having fun at shit.
yeah.
So there's, I think there's, I just love, it's just a great band, and I wish I heard them way sooner than I did, but it wasn't until, I think my older brother, like in the, like 2004 or 5, I got like a burnt copy of a couple of their albums. I'm like,
Yeah,
holy shit, why have I just dropped the ball on this?
yeah. How did
And
this
I
fall through the
just went
cracks?
crazy. I'm like, I need to know all their stuff.
Yeah. They're definitely like they're a band. Like if you go to any like show, punk show of any kind, you're gonna see patches of the Replacements. Like they're
For
very
sure.
very well respected band still.
And the funny thing is, I think it was like, for as great as they are, like, and how unheard of or unappreciated, like it's so
Yeah.
crazy, like it's so out of whack. Like
Yeah.
there's, I'll come back to this in another song. But yeah.
All right. Well, this next track we got for you is "We're Coming Out," track 3.
We're coming out.
Oh yeah.
We're coming out. 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 We're coming out.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's a great ending of a track. That's excellent. But yeah, definitely wanted to choose that bit. It gets a little. I wrote down. It gets a little King Crimson-y there at the end. Yeah, I think this is the song that really like reminds you like, oh yeah, they are a punk band. You
That-
know,
that-
if you were a newbie or whatever, it's
Like,
like,
wow,
oh
this is-
okay,
or
this
the-
is their punk bona
Or
fide.
that first, you have no idea about this band. You had no idea
Yeah.
what they did before. You just heard this track, like, well, that song got really crazy.
Yeah, that got
Like, well,
aggressive.
that's kind of what they had. as a
yeah,
sound
yeah.
for
After
a
the
while.
first two, yeah. You like, yeah. I can see this. I can see this being like just a really great entry point for a lot of people. You know, it's very accessible.
There's it's the same way as I feel like for Velvet Underground, like Loaded is a great album to get into because it's a very more like commercially sounding,
Yeah,
and it's a crazy band to, like, just drop into some random album like White
Yeah.
Light Heat or something like.
yeah.
You want to ease into that band a bit.
Right.
I feel like there's a handful of bands like Frank Zappa, like,
Yeah,
just now try this one and try this one and bounce around a little bit.
yeah.
I think for them, replacements like this or Tim would be just great starting points to kind of get
Mhm.
an idea of what they kind of sound like.
Well, yeah, and I think it's from. I mean, my research. It seems to be when they knew their sound the best too.
Yeah.
Because of course after Tim, Bob
Exited.
Bob
Well, they
exits-
kind of kicked him out.
exits- Well,
as
yeah,
exit.
he has deals with alcoholism and has
Alcohol
to
and
leave or is let go.
And it was the joke is like out of all, like, because they're all in that same mentality, but like they felt they
Yeah,
were
they all like that's
they're
the
better.
thing.
They're more able to handle it.
Yeah, like they all got fucked up all the time,
Yeah.
and like that was part of their whole thing. It was
He was
sometimes
just-
they were too fucked up to play, and they
Yeah.
played anyway. But it was a real problem for him, and yeah,
Which was the SNL show. If you did you hear anything?
I watched a little bit about that.
Okay.
Yeah. They they got really drunk, right?
It was a whole
and then got
band.
the host drunk, right?
I'm not. I didn't hear that one.
Wait, for who? Who we talking about?
Oh,
The band when they appeared on SNL.
Oh, this band.
yeah, this band appeared. They were the second.
So they
second
did a
band that
sound
got-
check, and then after their sound check, they turned all their amps all the way up,
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
and they started playing. And it
Yeah.
took them the producer to like, get it toned down a little bit.
Yeah, I would have been so pissed.
And then to make sure Bob hit his like solo, like Paul turned over, and was like, "Hey, fucker!"
that's
And he
right.
swore.
That's right. He
and,
said
he re- and he
"fucker."
realized that, and at some point he turned back and kind of winked at the cameras, like, "Oh shit!"
You know
Yeah,
what year that was?
84
83,
or 83.
84.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I was
Yeah,
about
84.
to
Yeah,
say,
it was really early.
I was turning the Murphy.
And so they did the
Yeah.
second set, and of course, a little bit more hammered. But then they also switched clothes,
Yeah,
with
yeah,
each
yeah.
other and
yeah,
just-
yeah,
and we're just having, of course, being themselves.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep.
And they also trashed their hotel room they got given to. So
That's true.
So yeah, after all that shit, they're like, yeah, banned from SNL.
Band from SNL. Yep.
Come back.
So they're
That's
coming
a
out.
badge of honor. That's a real badge of honor. Be banned from SNL.
It's not many.
Not many.
I think there's only
Not
been
many.
one that was banned that
Yeah.
got unbanned too.
Yeah.
No. Sinead O'Connor was banned.
No,
That's
banned then became unbanned.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
I think that was Costello.
So was Costello banned? I didn't know.
Early on, I think they didn't want him to play the song. I think it was like radio, and I think he did it, so they banned him. And I think he then eventually did come back, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
I know he did that song with the Beastie Boys
Huh.
on SNL.
I guess this song is supposedly a response to their notorious drunken performances. So yeah, I guess they try to capture that for this track, which I think they do pretty well. It captures kind of the live kindness of everything. And then here's a really fun one. We got a concept-y track now for you guys for this concept hour. Here's Tommy gets his tonsils out.
Oh god.
Oh, actually, hold on. Here's the intro bit for it first.
Tommy gets his tonsils out. Hi, Susie. You know what? I've been in the hospital.
And then here's the song.
As for a goofy song is, I mean, in a good venue, I mean, in a punk crowd, it works. Is like the energy, and then it
Yeah.
comes down like you kind of like bob a bit, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden like you start like
Yeah.
get in the pit again.
Yeah.
And it has. I mean, it's full of energy. Is for such a silly concept of a song. It's,
Yeah. And you know what I just thought about?
Oh, it's so
this would
pumping.
like really work coming from the Who in like the early days. You know what I mean? Like this is totally the kind of thing that they would fucking like do.
I wish.
You know?
I recently saw something. It was there was punk bands that secretly and not secretly really loved Grateful Dead.
Ah, yes.
But someone asked Jerry Garcia about the new movement, this punk, and he kind of blew because he knew it was sort of like a gotcha question. He's like, "This has been going on for a while now," and like it's like, yeah, but like who started like the Who? They were the first being like rebellious, destroying their instruments, blowing
Right.
up guitars,
Yeah,
drum kits.
yeah.
Like
the
it's not
spirit,
new.
the spirit of it,
Yeah.
like was
It's
always
it's like
been there.
it's the youth. Like
Yeah.
it's like angry. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and going back all the way to the 20s and 30s and stuff, it was always someone doing something that was
Just
just a
slightly against
little
the
bit
grain.
against what was allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people clutching their pearls and
Oh, how
and then
dare
the
I?
youth embracing it and then the parents being mad about it, over and over and over again.
It was always there. It just never had a name until like the late 70s.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, you fucking punks.
So I mean, you
Yeah.
had like would it be like proto punk or whatever? Like you have like Iggy and you have like everything
Yeah.
from like, the Stooges and MC5 and
So yeah, they're very much a continuation of that legacy for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. Like and even though like punk rockers want to disregard the legacy of rock in some senses, like some punk bands are like actually I want to embrace
some
certain
embrace
things.
and some don't. And I
Yeah.
mean, and you have a different sound. But
Yeah.
again, that's
That's
fuck.
your
Do you
choice.
do
Yeah.
you man? I don't give a
Yeah, like it's totally fine to be like a NoFX where you just like literally fuck everything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's also cool. But like, there's nothing wrong with making a good sounding song that people like.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. But yeah, this song though, bassist Timmy Stinson, who I don't know if we mentioned so far on the podcast, but was 11 when he joined the band because his brother Bob was trying to get him off of the street, kind of away from crime stuff, I guess. And that's kind of the one weird kind of almost tragic thing is like the little brother was also getting fucked up with these guys on stage all the time, which probably wasn't great for them.
but he was
but
in a safe
No
spot.
heroin for you.
yeah, probably be better than I guess it could be. But
You can do a little coke.
Hey, you
Yeah.
can get
No
drunk with your
heroin.
friends somewhere else, but you can just be drunk
Yeah.
with your brother and his friends
Yeah.
in your band.
but yeah, this is a horrifying story though in the song. He goes to the goes to the doctor. And he's basically going to see the doctor from the Little Shop of Horrors. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like the kind of conceit of the song is that the doctor, they get to the doctor to get some teeth pulled, but they've run out of gas, like the laughing gas or
pull
the.
these tooth.
So
I got-
instead, he straps him down and rips off these teeth,
He's got a tea time.
and he does it quickly and violently and I fucking hope that he's embellishing on this because it's fucking terrifying that
Yes,
that would
'cause
actually
I
happen.
believe the whole story is he just went in for the normal like got his tonsils out,
Yeah,
and so like they made a song.
right,
and
wait.
and they just started
Yeah.
making this whole like
yeah,
fun joke
yeah.
punk sound.
This is
Yeah.
every kid's that's scared of the dentist nightmare.
Yeah.
What this is.
Oh, and I guess the Cadillac's running part is could be a cheeky reference to their dad, who was a Cadillac dealer.
Dennis.
Dennis
Pun.
Cheeky.
Dennis
Yeah.
Pun.
But yeah, it's a really fun song though. In general, it's just like if you like a good like story song that
It's almost parody too. It's just how,
it's almost a Shel
how
Silverstein
bizarre it
kind of
is.
story, Yeah.
They almost should have done a music video for this. Just some poor kid,
right.
a dentist with like
If they were
wacky
into music
hair, like,
videos, yeah, if they were into music videos, they definitely would have been cool. But as we'll see in a later song, they were not a big fan of music videos. But this next track we got for you is a very special track, especially like I think this song only gets better with time.
Yeah.
But this is androgynous.
Today the people dress the way that they please, the way they tried me through in the last centuries, and they love each other so androgynous, closer than we know, love each other so androgynous.
Let me just slow it down.
This is almost like their Let It Be. You know what I mean? Like it's such a. First of all, it sounds like newer than it is. You know what I mean? It sounds like it could be dropped in the 2000s. Yeah, I could hear someone recording something like for like indie rock. You know what I mean? But yeah, the style is amazing. The concept and the message is amazing. Like it's so forward thinking with the kind of the gender roles he's discussing. Like at the beginning, it's just here comes Dick. He's wearing a skirt. Here comes Jane. You know she's sporting a chain. Same hair, revolution. Same build, evolution. Tomorrow, who's gonna fuss? And they love each other so androgynous. So. Yeah, just like, presenting like the gender bending stuff that, of course we're familiar with nowadays and something that they were grappling with then as well. And I love how I don't know. It's so positive. It's such a positive, nice, like, let's just accept each other, it's yeah, I don't know. It's a lovey.
Like go up just a little bit. Like it was right there. Stop. Yeah. End of verse 2 is like she's happy with the way she looks. She's happy with her gender.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, you're saying very positive. Like she's just, what she's doing. Like this is it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, and people like to pretend like this is a conversation that just started. And it's like, no, we've been having this conversation forever, guys. You're
late. You missed 2 buses in the transfer over here. Like, where have you been?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tell people all the time, like, these are not things that these are not things that are going to go away.
Yeah.
And they're not things that just suddenly sprouted up out of nowhere. Oh, these people are just being gay. No, all these people have been.
Yeah. Yeah.
People have
It's
been
the history of
before
time.
this. But a lot of people hid it for a long time because society said, fuck you.
Yeah.
I think now it maybe more, seeing it more is because not, easier now, or maybe, again, every day moving forward, it's always just easier, more accepting, or it's just more comfortable about like being you.
Yeah. Yeah. And hopefully one day, like literally people will just be able to be themselves.
And without a single like stare, gawk, weird thought in someone's head. Like it's just, hey, it's a normal person walking down the street.
It's the whole civil rights argument in general. It's like we're literally anywhere from like 50 to 70 years into the middle of actually going day to day, trying to improve, actually accepting people for who they are.
Yeah.
Versus all the judge a book by its cover shit like that, And we already got people complaining that this ain't right.
Yeah.
And this ain't like the old way. Well,
yeah.
It wasn't like that way when I was young.
Yep.
We're trying to get away from the old way while still kind of bringing some of the better parts with it.
Yeah. And I've said it on the podcast once, and I'll say it again. Like the queer community was one of the first targets of Nazi Germany. So if that's one of your first targets, then question what your whole deal is.
Yeah. What's your deal, man?
What's your deal, man? Also, what's this bit? I don't remember.
Do what you want.
Does he say Jefferson's cock in the background or something? What is this?
So, I've never heard it. I don't know if I've just never had a lot of it. I don't know if it's the rep. I have no idea.
Huh.
We can maybe do
seemingly apropos of nothing. Westerberg mumbles these words at the end of the song. This is the name the band would perform under sometimes in their hometown, with all the guys wearing dresses. Oh, so maybe this track is them as that incarnation, But yeah, again, looking forward to like grunge and like Kurt Cobain. He would wear dresses sometimes. Like wearing dresses did kind of become a thing that like rockers did to like to fight against the masculinity thing.
So this is great. A small segue and clip from the Beastie Boys story where they have a I'm trying to remember what show they're on, but they did a performance, and at the end they're like, pause it here, and they're like talking about it, and they Adrock makes just a joke at Mike's like, what are you wearing? Some kind of, and he's like, no, I'm wearing some kind of blouse. It's this weird shirt. It's like half of it. And it's like I don't think you know how to wear it properly. And he's just laughing like, he's like, what the fuck is this?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the same thing. Like Kurt always had like some, paisley weird button up that's just half cocked, and it's just.
I remember like the Used would do that. My Chemical Romance would do that too. Like just certain bands. Like I think that is part of like, at least since punk rock has been part of, the kind of forms of rebellion.
Yes. It's always funny because like you see a look and you can always pin it back to like a band or something that happened. Everyone's like, that's what I gotta go with.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of fun seeing like movements, and I of course like leather jackets and Chuck Taylor's go all the way back to like Ramones. Like that's like this like the tip of like the proto punk look almost. And
right.
I think that the genius about the replacements is that no one really pulled it out for a long time until again, you like some newer band that kind of like maybe influence they kind of had that look, but overall like it was never a thing like right after them. It wasn't like that year, like no one ever had really the look of like this band.
Yeah. They
were like probably the most unique themselves band as you can possibly be in that.
Well, that's kind of the thing they were trying to do most, is just like not be conventional as much as they could,
that shows.
Yeah.
That shows in the product of just this album alone.
Yeah, they like to rub against the grain any way they can.
And maybe mixing it up too.
Yeah.
All of a sudden they go from that screamy punk shit to like real standard something.
Speaking of
what you got next?
Speaking of standard and going against the grain, you got Black Diamond, a Kiss cover. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like just 70s rock. Like.
Yeah. They definitely like channel the Kiss, And there's one change they make to the song, the Kiss song, and that's that instead of the song being about a prostitute, it's about a soldier. So like there is inherently like commentary just in that change. You know what I mean? But this is also, it kind of goes back to what we were saying earlier, like when they were fucking with the crowd, sometimes they would play Kiss songs, which were considered, a popular, probably quote unquote sellout band to punk rockers.
Kiss is a very
corporate rock.
But I mean, that was their whole thing. Kiss, like sellout is the brand almost.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
He has
You
coffins.
can't complain about it because like they've never hid that.
He would stamp his name on everything.
Coffins.
Yeah, Kiss coffins. Yeah, why not?
Anything that you can actually market and sell is at some point in time has probably had a Kiss face or logo printed on it.
Yes. They were marketing geniuses.
It's like Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Spaceballs, the
pretty much.
Spaceballs, the
Yeah. But yeah, I love that they would do that though. I love that they would fuck with their crowds and play these covers, and I love that they include this in the album to pay homage to that fuckery, because it's a fun track too, very rockin', like you said, just like perfect 70s rock sound.
And I tell you, I don't even care for Kiss that much, but like They do make some solid rock.
They got a
tunes.
few great hits.
I mean, if you just
know?
take this track and you play it to someone who's never heard this band, and you're like, "What do you think this is?" And like, I guarantee no one would ever guess it's a punk band.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think with this album, they definitely graduate to
Like, what is this? Like, Thin Lizzy? Who's
something-
doing this?
something else.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And that's the thing. I think that, like, I don't want to downplay punk rock. I don't mean this in the sense that punk rock is like a stepping stone to bigger things. But, like, there are a lot of bands that start with punk rock, start with the raw energy of punk rock and, like, you know, the experience with fans, and then like they grow as people and they want to try different things, try new things, and it's a great place to start out, and it's a great place to stay if you love it that much. But it's perfectly fine to grow out of it into something else.
It's also great when you see like a band or just a singer or something like that was a punk musician but a great lyricist,
Yeah,
and they can start changing genres. There's a bunch that gone like singer songwriter acoustic, some gone
Yeah.
like country, but they're
Yeah.
still like that same like that punk vibe, but just a whole different like vehicle. Just like I don't
Yeah.
know, it's just
yeah.
you can do different genres as long as you can just write and just or you're talented. You can bounce around wherever you can do.
Yeah. Well, yeah, speaking of what we're talking about, actually, like this track exemplifies what we're talking about, like how they felt as far as artists at this point when they were like great in punk rock. They wanted to grow and expand their artistic, creativity.
Well, trying other things keeps it fresh too.
Yeah.
You know? A real, in many cases, a real artist will do that. Just
Yeah.
challenge themselves.
Yeah.
You know? Try
Yeah.
something different, but in their style.
Mhm.
Sometimes even.
Yeah,
Or
because
try
they're
to make
fans
the perfect
too.
pop album because I can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they're fans of music. They want to make good music. If you're a fan of music,
And that should be the point.
yeah.
At that point, you know what they are. You know what they
Yeah.
are at their heart of it.
Yeah.
They're just out here making good
Yeah.
music.
It sucks with the punk rock in general is that the fans of punk rock generally are
Yeah.
purists about
Yeah.
it, and once you do leave it, there often is some kind of like backlash from like people that are
Oh no, of
purists
course.
about it.
Maybe hard on people.
Yeah, see the Against Me episode. But yeah, we'll listen to this track and then we're gonna take a quick break. This next track is Unsatisfied.
Everything you dream of is right in front of you. But hurts you is lying. Look me in the eye and tell me that I'm satisfied. Look me in the eye, satisfied.
It's a very 80s lyric track,
Yeah, definitely. I was speaking of the '80s. Like I was just thinking about like Ian Curtis. I feel like his
Division?
kind of from Joy Division. I feel like his vocal delivery is reminiscent of Ian Curtis's kind of like what he brought to the table with his emotion, and I also think like looking forward, this inspired singers like Cobain. And Conor Oberst from Bright Eyes also hit some of these kind of vocal tones sometimes.
Yeah, because I want to say at the end, I don't know if we discussed this during the first listen through, but on another track, but this is, I think, at the end of one of these lines where he has like just a voice crack because he's so like belting. I was like,
yeah.
"Ah!"
That's
Like,
the part that makes me feel like it sounds
he's
like
just letting every ounce of like frustration into that microphone, just screaming it at it.
Yeah, and that's like the stuff that you generally, isn't left on the track. Can you do another take or whatever?
Do no take.
But yeah, people like I was saying during the listen through, I think this is like the age of like the beginning of the age of the dawning of the age of Aquarius even. But no, the age of like emotions kind of being the primary like breadwinner in the equation for songwriting, you know, because you got U2 also very expressive. Also, they kind of had beef with.
The Cure would be up there.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say this almost sounds a little U2-y.
This one in
And some of
particular,
their softer
yeah,
end, you know, like this
Yeah.
song, you know, like Everyday Heroes.
yeah. I was gonna
Oh,
say,
I don't know. It's like in my head now.
where is it? There's a song. One of these songs is a response to a U2 song. I forget.
We can figure it out at break.
We can figure it out at a break. Yeah. Sorry.
We'll come back to it.
But yeah, Unsatisfied though is this is definitely one of the like favorites of theirs. For good reason. It's like it is kind of an instant classic, I think, as far as what it's expressing.
I love it as the song goes on because he keeps asking, you know, am I satisfied? Am I?
Yeah.
And then, you know, eventually changes, like, then he's like, I'm so unsatisfied. Because he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
trying to figure shit out.
Yeah, he's trying to understand what he's feeling inside.
This
and
is such a grungy song.
Yeah, exactly. It's a
Leading.
grunge track. It really is a grunge
It's
track.
talking about the reverse of the American
Yeah.
dream down to
Yeah.
grunge.
Yeah.
What was the ladder to grunge? This song is part of the
Yeah.
ladder to grunge.
Yeah.
So,
you
yeah,
know?
during the listen through, kind of mentioned, but like, going to the studio, the only line he had for the song was, I'm so unsatisfied.
Yeah.
And he had, like, you know, thoughts,
Yeah.
like, he was frustrated, but, like, they went in and just started, like,
Mhm.
mucking around and just
Yeah.
cranked the song out in the studio, like, without really, like, having much as a background. Like,
Mhm.
it's built right there.
Yeah. That's awesome. That is magic. You know, that is like the lightning in a bottle that like they talk about in the studio, you know, like that's why you do it. And it's like it like this would, you know, hold up for against any other like classic rock track, you know what I mean? And yeah, like the grungy, it's yeah.
And like we were
Great
saying,
track.
I mean, it's time. Even as an album, or this song, both the song and this album are just timeless. You can place it and
Yeah.
forget about it in 10 years and play it again, or play it for someone
Yeah.
who's never heard any of this.
Yeah.
Like it sounds like it still sounds like it's a newer
Hmm.
album in a way. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
feel like it's 40 years old.
Yeah,
Or
like
41 years old.
and they were obviously like, you know, they were artists that needed to express more than just what punk rock could for them, you know? Like
I think that's a hallmark for not just a great band, but just a great album that
Yeah.
just
yeah.
works no matter
Yeah.
where you put it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah. Well, when we come back, guys, we got 4 more tracks, and then we got to grade this thing. So don't go away. And I didn't have anything else. We'll be right back. Welcome back, y'all, to the Album Concept Hour. We're here covering The Replacements and their epic album, Let It Be. But before we get to The Replacements again, we got a segment we got to do. Yeah, we haven't done it in a couple episodes.
It's been a bit.
You know, it's been a little bit. We
What was
figured
that?
we'd get in here, talk about what we've been sipping on.
And I mean, technically, I think it works with the band. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. It's appropriate for this band, a band that loves to get really wasted and play.
I feel like this
Yeah.
is the.
Although I'm not getting nearly wasted enough, but
I feel like this is
I'm
the
not-
band
I don't
that it
drink
should have
like
been like. But we had some kind of off nights, like the double. Was it some of the double album, like the
Right.
Quadrophenia
Before we
and-
really figured out how to do the double album
We should
properly.
and not the same night, but also drink through both both episodes
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah, that one was fun. I want to listen. I should listen back to those again. Because, like, man, the second last waltz one, we were just fucking smashed. But anyway, so I've been tonight. I just cracked open a Red Skull Imperial Red Ale that Dave left in the fridge a little while ago. I love the artwork on it.
From I think it was
Artwork.
Revolution, yeah.
Yeah,
All their
Revolution
stuff
Brewing.
is goddamn fantastic.
Yeah,
their
yeah.
their art, their beer. I mean,
Yeah.
for me, that's a brewery that
Yeah.
can do no wrong.
It's cool.
They really put it all in for it.
Yeah.
You know?
And then this other beer I got was I actually bought for the Southern
Southern-
Rock Opera episode, but I was kind of having a headache that night. Wasn't really feeling like drinking. But
So bringing
man.
Florida into this
Yeah.
discussion.
yeah, you know, I'm sure that
Are you
they
gonna turn into the Florida man then?
tour.
Brad?
Oh shit, I don't know. They don't. There's no sort of warning about it.
So there
hang
wouldn't be a
on.
warning label on a Florida
Oh
product.
damn, that's 9%. Holy
Yeah,
fuck,
sure
dude.
it is.
Okay.
Well, it's a double IPA.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay. I gotta be careful tonight, guys.
Gotta be careful
Um,
with that.
And what about you? What do you, John? You brought something in too. You're not.
Yeah,
drinking
so I'm not
the
drinking
liquor,
alcohol, but I got the it's called Doom from Oliphant Brewing. And it's a little THC infused beverage. It's
really tasty.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
There's 4 different flavors of this.
Yeah.
Like
I'd buy that just to drink.
oh, dude, and all 4 of them are good. This
Yeah.
is a strawberry lemonade.
Yeah.
There's a lemon lime one.
Yeah.
That's really tasty.
Honestly, just put 5 grams of or milligrams of THC in like all sodas. I think that would probably help. Oh, it's 50.
This is
Okay.
50.
Well, just I think that.
But and
Never mind.
speaking of artwork as well, you know, like
Skulls.
Hey,
skull with
a
the
skull with
lemonades,
the- with
and
the
all
hat.
of them have pretty.
That's almost
Yeah,
the same thing.
I
'cause
know.
This is it's a cup as well.
It's pretty.
I bet that
pretty,
was that's what happened to Florida man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. He did it to himself too.
oh shit.
Yeah, those salts. Those,
Man.
yeah. So
Got a little
I
crazy
approve.
on
It's
Saturday
very
night.
good.
yeah.
Comes in 4 sensational flavors. There's a straw. There's like a sherbet flavor.
Man, they should have one called
This one a
Boomberry.
lemonade, straight
Boomberry.
lemonade, and then there's a and then like I said, there's a lemon lime one. All 4
Yeah.
of them are just solid.
They're good.
Buy
They're
them
really
in 4
good.
packs
Yeah.
at the goddamn liquor store. It's great.
Hell yeah. What about you, Dave?
start out with the traditional Coors Banquet,
Yep. The,
and then
the beer.
I
of
got a
the
little
podcast.
sample of that Revolution.
Yep.
Damn tasty, and gonna hit this Florida man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Let me know what you think. I'm gonna strike this Florida man.
That's a
Man.
big ass Colt 45 you got over there.
Oh yeah. That's for
That was
was-
some 2
that's a prop.
zigzags too, brother.
Was that Lando? Was Lando here?
right. Yeah, no, that's gonna be a prop for our Decline of Western Civilization 1 video. Yeah.
Pretty good little double IPA.
Yeah, it's nice. I didn't even notice it was a 9% when I was drinking it at first. So I'm definitely going to slow down on that one. And
That's
yeah,
not
make sure to
that's not
drink
what
my
Florida man
water.
would do.
That's true. That's not what Florida man would do.
Chug.
He would put his foot on the gas.
You don't want to be like Florida Man.
That's true. We found out
I've
a lot
been
of
to Florida.
We found a lot of hard stories from Southern Rock Opera about Florida
I bet we
and Alabama.
We
Man.
can just thumb gun that can right now.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what we've been drinking. But yeah, returning to The Replacements band,
Previously scheduled program.
our previously scheduled program, we have track 8, where we're getting into the MTV of it all. MTV's been on the airways a little bit, and
Couple years.
and they're not happy. They're not happy with what they're
Seeing?
excuse me, is what they're seeing. They see it as, you know, well, we'll play the track first, and we'll talk about it.
All day, all night, all music radio.
So, fuck you, sellouts.
Yeah, yeah,
Just angry punks.
yeah, man.
Angry.
Like, you fucking, this isn't what rock and roll is.
I think it's also the fact that maybe they never saw it as like any sort of with like maybe artistic merit. Like, why are you putting the
Yeah.
effort? Like, what is this? Like,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Fucking write a song, play your music.
Yeah, which, like, you know, I love music videos. You know what I mean? I see
I have
them
a
as
spot
like
I do.
I see them as short films, essentially, or whatever. But like, I can see what he's saying. Like earlier, like MTV, he was witnessing like kind of, you know, people's looks being more important to the equation of the music, and you know, being kind of promotional tools of the music industry, maybe.
There was,
you know.
I mean, even like the Dead Kennedys had angry songs. They had MTV Get Off the Air.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Well, because like MTV was very, you know, was also very selective, you know, and wasn't like David Bowie put him on blast for not playing like black artists and stuff, you know, like, you know, they had their, you know, problems.
But like, even the Kennedys, their joke was, everything, be clean cut. You got to have like a look, like just joking about the VJs at the time
Yeah.
and everything, just about the whole
Yeah,
situation
yeah.
as a whole.
It was like a click,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. And what I love about this track is like you get completely instrumental from 0 to 223 in the song,
pretty much like 3/4 of the song, if not
Yeah,
more, is just
yeah.
instrumental.
which I think is probably, you know, conscious, like also like subversive. Like, this isn't a typical song, this isn't a hit song, but when they do sing, it's like it's so good, you know. It's very powerful because they've saved it for the end of the track, you know.
It just builds to that,
Yeah.
like
It's kind of like,
it's almost like them watching a music video for a couple minutes
Yeah.
and being so pissed off, turning it off, and then
Yeah.
like, we seen your video. It
yeah, I
sucks,
saw
you
your
phony piece
video,
of
it's
shit."
fucking phony, you know.
Like, what is
Um,
this? What Jesus?
Yeah. Which, like, I mean, you know, I bet, like, you know, when he saw the like Hot for Teacher video, he was probably just like, fuck all this, fuck everything, you know. But yeah, this was kind of like early like excess of the 80s, you know what I mean? Like, he saw the writing on the wall pretty early on,
Way before.
for what the late 80s was going to become.
If you get into like the mid to late 90s, it became like $1 million+ videos, like
Right.
multi-million-dollar videos.
Oh yeah, that was like the peak, probably. Well, I guess besides probably like newer pop artists, but yeah, fucking. But you know, that's the thing. Obviously, like we said, like there's plenty of amazing music videos, and like I'm glad that it is part of the art form. But yeah, they're more, I think, miffed about MTV being just kind of a shady organization and not necessarily supporting like the, you know, what music
Or
was.
properly supporting
Properly
artists.
supporting it. Yeah. This next track we got for you is Gary's Got a Boner.
Oh, Gary's gone.
So far, we're gonna stick it to it. We're gonna stick it to it. Gary's got a boner. Gary's got a boner. Gary's got a boner. Gary's got a boner.
And this is also such a like rock and roll thing to do, you know, to just like have a song that's just pure sex.
Oh, this song
You know.
is this.
It's almost like making fun of like Kiss or any like
Yeah.
something in that
Right.
realm. Like,
Yeah.
because they, you know, their image is supporting like, you know, industry and you know,
Yeah.
money, fast cars, sex,
yeah.
just all that. And it's like,
Right.
like we'll do a song. Gary's got a bone on.
It's almost so like because it's almost like so punk parody that it's just super punk.
Yeah.
You know,
I like that.
Really, it really is like it's in that same parody realm we were talking about earlier,
Yeah.
but it's so punk.
Yeah.
Just a silly, fun idea, and we'll
Yeah.
make a
We
song
don't
out
give
of
a
it.
shit what you say. This is our song.
Yeah.
Put it
The
on the
song we
album.
want to record.
I love that like he like really emphasizes boner.
I know.
Like you can't not hear boner in the song. You know? Like they could have sang it in a clever way that you barely hear the word boner, but they're like, no. You will know
People
that
are gonna
this is
go-
about a boner.
People are gonna go nuts when they hear this.
Yeah.
We're saying boner. It's such a guy thing. to
But
do.
also,
Yeah.
just a funny word in general.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Apparently became a euphemism for like a dick being hard in like the 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before that it meant something else.
Yep.
But
You're a real wanker.
you're a wanker. But yeah, this is just kind of about, you know, just a prepubescent boy dealing with his urges and stuff. There's nothing
puberty
more.
be hitting a little bit. You know?
Yeah. I feel like there's nothing more like rock and roll than that.
Dealing
You
with all
know?
those changes.
Yeah.
I think it was the first time they played CBGBs. They went on as Gary and the Boners as a
Right,
joke to
right.
this track,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
was
Right, because isn't the last what's the last word of this?
What do you
song
think,
or
Gabriel?
something? Oh, that
He's
was
got
a
it, he's
different
got it.
song.
Yeah.
That was a different song. Never mind.
Oh, and I was saying during the listen through, like, imagine a like young Kurt Cobain
or any artist that was kind of inspired
listening
by bands.
to this like
what?
as like a young
Right.
teenager, like dealing with their own issues, and like this would be the funniest fucking thing you've ever heard. This would be like you'd be showing this to your friends, you know, like, can you believe what's on this? Like,
Just
and it
sitting
fits
there.
kind of like the follow-up track too. I think was it 16 Blue.
Blue, 16. Yeah, 16 Blue. Yeah. So yeah, this is it goes from Gary has a boner to this.
Try to figure out, they wonder what next year. You don't understand anything sexual. I don't understand. Tell my friends, do fine. Your age is the hardest hit.
Well, Eddie
I
Vedder
mean,
must
the
have
album
listened.
can almost, in a sense, almost have the concept of like coming to age without even trying.
Yeah.
If you really like try to tie ropes between like
Yeah.
songs, like, you know, trying to, well, what's your favorite thing, or you're getting your tonsils. You have like
Right. I think that I was just thinking about that same thing. Like you can go from probably like
I'll dare you. I will dare.
favorite thing. Tommy gets his tonsils out, androgynous, unsatisfied, and then Gary's got a boner on
It's
are
just-
all part of the
Oh,
same
Just
kind
being
of
young and frustrated. Like,
yeah.
Oh, that's actually pretty. Even now that we've listened to it and
Yeah.
talked about it and know
Yeah.
the names of the songs, that actually all ties together much better.
Yeah. Like it's not like a
Yeah.
straight up concept
No.
album, but like there's
But the
definitely some
spirit's
connective
there.
tissue. Yeah.
Spirit's there.
Yeah, especially the last 3 tracks, I think.
And
because
almost, is it just a young, confused, angry band
it could
trying
be.
to find their way?
Yeah. I mean, that is they're kind of going through their like puberty of a band. You know, they're going from their punk rock roots into something else. You know, so yeah, there's definitely some thematic elements there.
No, I don't have to be screaming all day, Mom.
You know, sometimes I just want to sing. I just want to sing nice songs.
I got emotions too.
I have emotions.
No, just let me sing. I got a boner.
I got a boner. Gary's got a boner. Okay. All right.
saying those things, Mom. My
Mom,
artistic integrity.
Mom, get out of here. I told you not to come here where I'm playing.
I've been holding your guitar.
You're not even holding it. But yeah, I love how it goes from Gary's got a boner to then this like actually maybe struggling with like his actual sexuality and
At this point, you're just trying to figure shit out.
he's trying to figure shit out, man. He's blue.
Nothing makes sense.
and sad.
Everything is fucked up.
Yeah. I will say, like, this is like reminiscent of like a genre that I was like reading about, which was like there was like the teenage song. Like Carole King was part of that group where like they wrote songs specifically about the teenage experience, but like from a little more of a serious standpoint. Yeah. So yeah, they're like doing this from the teenage perspective, but in a like tongue-in-cheek kind of way.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is definitely another one of the songs that like stands out. It's really, really like beautiful.
There's a band that it reminds me of a lot of like this tongue-in-cheek songs that's still punk rock. It was the band The Queers. They started in '81,
right.
but they have so many random songs like being like grounded by your parents, or I mean, it just seemed like it's funny. I remember like listening to them when I was like 14, 15, 16, like it's hilarious. And now going back, I'm like, God, like, do you get it? Just it just hits different. Like I think these tracks work,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like I don't know how to explain it, but like the other ones are like almost too jokey. We're like, yeah,
Mhm.
I get it. Now you're being like too funny. Like
Yeah.
I think I think the replacements were like, or Paul was just clever enough when he was writing this that it was just like this is great writing,
Mhm.
where it wasn't just a dick and fart joke song, right?
Yeah. He was like, I think he was just a more mature songwriter than he even gave himself credit for, probably.
Yeah.
Because like it seems like most of the interviews and most of the like ways that they approach things, they're almost like a Ween. They got the same kind of attitude that Ween has.
I can see that.
Not the same sound,
No.
but the same attitude for sure.
Well, it's the attitude that like I'm gonna write a song and you're gonna take it seriously. You've been thinking it's all just a joke.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write a boner song that you're gonna take seriously.
Yeah. I can write a boner song that you're gonna love.
You're gonna love.
Yeah.
I hope they didn't think anyone was going to take a boner song.
And you're gonna be
seriously.
like, holy shit, this is actually good somewhere.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, this is making me tear up.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Excuse me.
I just imagine also them like as writing this and like trying to bring into the album to the studio, like this is what we did. Like you literally wrote a song called Gary's Got a Boner. Like, yep, we did it.
yeah, this is such a sweet album, and then Gary's got a boner.
oh
It's like you didn't think there had to be one. There had to be one fun one.
No, but like back to this track,
they're
it's
just gonna
again,
slip that right in there.
it just
Giggity.
fits with
Alright.
like kind of like the whole like coming of age and being
Yeah.
like just confused and frustrated, and
Yeah,
I feel like it's still as much as a song, something about your youth. It's still like it still works. You listen, like I remember being fucking frustrated at that time. Like it
Mhm.
still
yeah.
as a
yeah.
whole, this album just everything just feels timeless. No matter
Yeah.
how silly it is, it fits. Like
Yeah.
this works. Like
Well, yeah.
you could drop it in any one that's like 13, 14, 15. Or like 40 to 50, like this is just a great rock songs, right? Like I mean,
Yeah.
I think everyone. It's I don't know,
Yeah.
I just-
yeah.
just me being fanboyish over this goddamn band.
No, that's okay. That's okay. That's what I love. Like about this podcast is every now and again, there's one of those albums that like you just it's so important to you personally that it comes out, and I love that. That's why we fucking do this, But yeah, this. Oh, I didn't notice the last line. You're mine if you want to. That's like a sweet kind of maybe losing his virginity kind of
But also,
situation.
pretty nice. I mean, if you want to.
Oh
if
yeah.
you want to. Yeah, that's what I like. Yeah,
It's not.
Be
It just
talking
ends like
about
you're
that.
mine.
We
Yeah.
talking
Because I
about
feel like
that,
that's
right.
how Kiss would end a song.
yeah, right. Yeah. Like, I'm still doing the. I'm still editing for the Decline of Western Civilization 1, and I grabbed a few clips from Western Civ 2, including that Kiss clip where Gene Simmons is like, I. Just fucking that girl.
You can turn that into a meme.
Oh my god. Yeah. Just the it's so cringy.
When you see a picture of Gene, you feel dirty.
Yeah.
You know,
Without
nothing
his
has to
makeup-
come out of his mouth. No audio. Like, oh god.
He needs the makeup on. The makeup actually softens his features. Actually, you'd think it'd be the opposite, but yeah,
No,
this
when
next
we
track.
put on this makeup, we're just fun showmen.
Yeah,
Underneath, though,
yeah. Underneath is the real
we're the real
monsters.
dirty dog.
Please put the devil mask.
Put
Put the devil mask back
Put the
on.
devil mask back on, please. That's funny. But that's next track. They really, I think, end so strong on this album. So here is Answering Machine. You guys remember Change?
I sure do. I brought it up.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys
But not pennies. Pennies are going away.
Pennies
have been
dead.
retired.
Pennies are dead. Yeah, but yeah, you
We're gonna take those at quick.
you remember paying like
Dropping
50 cents to make a phone call on a
Oh.
payphone.
Oh, you mean in that little coin
The
slot
little coin
area?
slot area.
In a
Sometimes
what's
you
that
find
thing?
some. Sometimes you find some.
What's that thing?
No, you put them up top, but you got their change that kicks
Yeah.
back if it didn't. The call didn't go through.
Dude, sometimes you
Yeah.
can find a quarter in there.
Yeah. Get a
you
soda.
need it.
Or even a vending machine.
Yeah.
You need to go in there for that extra spare that
Yeah.
someone didn't grab out.
Kids will never understand the quarter economy that we had for a short time.
In soda and vending machines or couch cushions.
Yep.
Maybe find a couple in your car.
Aldi's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what's so funny
Yeah, man.
about it is it literally was a graduation of the old penny economy. Like
Exactly.
The penny candy.
Right.
The penny candy, you know. And then
We
it
lived
grew
through
up
both
to,
of those.
to vending machines,
Yeah.
which was the quarter
Yeah.
economy. Exactly.
God, we are
you know?
old. We are sounding more old every year. Like when you talk about like money things specifically, it definitely it's
You
like
young whippersnappers.
I was
Yeah.
in a
oh, I remember, yeah, because Dave, you probably remember when gas was like $1, right?
Under $1.
Yeah,
my sister.
I
my
was
sister, 99
overshooting it.
cents. my sister remembers 99 cents when she
yeah.
started driving.
It's just like
oh, dude.
fucking. How far are we gonna plummet, guys? Sorry, what's
I
what's
stood,
up, John?
I was like on a floor working, like finishing up all this shit.
Yeah,
And I was with 3 other guys. And at the end of the day, we were talking about some shit.
Yeah.
All 3 of these guys were born after 2011.
oh
Or,
wow.
I'm sorry, 9/11.
Over 9/11. Okay.
9/11.
Yeah.
Like,
By the way, we should mention. By the way, the reason we're talking
Holy
about
shit.
change is you can hear the change slot of a payphone
Yes.
in that mix. I just wanted to explain that for younger listeners.
I'm sorry, they don't. A lot of them don't even know what a
Yeah,
what a phone booth is.
they're like, I don't understand. They listened to the clip and then they just started talking about stuff I've never heard of.
Why are they talking about change? Who uses change?
What is
anymore?
what change? What is change?
What is that silver thing? in
Obama
your
brought
hand?
change
change.
Oh,
for everyone.
we can be changed.
But I do love that this is also kind of very like perfect in 1984. Him talking about the answering machine in this way, because it was like, I don't know how long it had been around, but it's like it had been around at least long enough for him to be like, I hate this whole idea of an answering
it was
machine.
just starting because like independent lines wasn't a thing in most places until the 70s. Before
Okay.
that, there was like operators that like
right.
switched your lines manually.
Yeah.
So there wasn't really like answering
I
machines.
mean, it
as
depended
much.
on where you live. Even the 80s, you had I think we got rid of before I was around, but there was like the party lines
Yeah.
where basically it'd be a number, but
Mhm.
you'd other households would share a number.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you get some by calling just a certain number.
Right.
My
right.
dad remembers that when he was a kid, where the farm was. There's like all the farms had the same like party line all around the road, and
Yeah.
like my grandpa would need to call the vet or something, and he'd have to tell like 2 or 3 of the women that would just be
Yeah.
on like
Yeah.
just talking. They're all
Yeah.
done with their housework and shit, you know.
Yeah.
Get off the line. I need to
Yeah.
call the vet, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. But I love the production in this track though. Like it's got I was talking to listen through about how it's got like a really cool stripped down guitar effect that just sounds like it's just like, you know, just kind of thrown in through a couple of filters and not much done with it. It's very just him and the guitar and his vocals.
Sounds very 80s too.
Yeah, it sounds very 80s. I was going to say it sounds almost like emo, you know, Midwest emo. We were talking about this. This has some grunge elements. I think it also inspires some emo elements down the line.
What's that? What's that band? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, the
Flaming
The
Lips?
Cure,
Oh,
something like that.
I'm thinking of the.
Yeah, I was thinking Lips too with that one.
Yeah, sorry.
I was thinking about the Cure from
Okay.
like, the 80s.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they were
Like,
doing
they
stuff.
They had
Yeah.
that like goth kind of like 80s sound.
Yeah. Oh, and if you're listening and you are like, hey, why didn't they mention that REM guy was in the first track? Yeah, we know the REM
Oh.
guy was in the first track. He did the solo at the end.
So
I didn't
another
know
thing, that, just
I'm just sorry, John. I didn't mention it to you. I'm saying it for the listeners, I guess. Sorry.
Glad I know that now. Anyways,
What's up, What's up, Dave?
like the different the courses I'd love, like how do you say you're okay to answer machine? How do you say good night? And
Right.
there's
Yeah,
two
I
things I
remember
want to
that.
say. Like when we were done the listen through, I was discussing like as it's picking up, you can feel like the instrumental, everything is like slightly chaotic. Like it's frustrated and matching like the frustration of the
Yeah.
lyrics.
Yeah.
But also, it sounds something so crazy in my mind. I instantly thought it could be like a Tom Waits song. Like I can hear him like crooning, like, "How do you say you're okay to an answering machine?"
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like him just posing questions.
Similar vibe too.
Like how
but
do you
just
say?
him.
Like basically him being maybe frustrated with like
Yeah.
technology. Like how do you tell the machine you're okay?
You know, I did write something down here. First MTV, now the answering machine. No one is safe. But yeah, I it also includes the voice from the answering machine at the
Yeah.
very end, which only one other song I know of features that particular segment, and that's Albuquerque by Weird Al Yankovic.
And a side note, like a telephone operator from Pink Floyd, when like you're trying to reach call his wife's like,
Yeah.
he's like, hello, like I'm trying to like connect, like, oh, it's busy, I'll send you again.
Oh, right.
And like Mrs. Floyd, call from Mr. Floyd.
That's what was happening. What you just explained.
Yeah,
Yeah. That they actually had operators that.
yeah,
Yeah.
connecting to the line.
Yeah. That part always kind of confused me. Yeah.
Ah,
That tracks.
yeah.
Like, I guess when I think about people doing that, I think about like, oh, that happened in like the 40s and stuff, you know? I don't think about people in the 60s still doing that. But yeah, that's totally right. Oh my God. There's been a nice little trip down memory lane at the very end here. Just technologically going over the history of phone technologies, and now
Dude,
my
that used
phone.
to be a whole ass profession.
Now I'm playing the clips from this podcast on this phone. Like it's a completely different
On your
thing.
what?
It's completely different now.
did that in 100 years, Brad.
It's crazy.
Literally like 1920 to
On your personal telephone?
1900
My
even,
personal telephone in my own pocket.
Your personal
120
cellular
I can fit it in
phone?
my pocket.
We went from the first telephone from one end to the other
Yeah.
to
I mean, shit.
everything's on your phone in your pocket.
It feels like a lot just going from like iPhone to what we have now. You know what I mean?
Well, shit, I remember going out to a bar or whatever and you bring your phone, you'd have
Your
a camera
iPod or
with me if
some
you're going to
shit.
see
Oh,
the account or
yeah.
something you want to take photos of.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'd usually have my iPod with me,
Yeah.
took it to my car. I mean,
Yeah.
I listen to so many different music, but like I wouldn't leave it in my car, so I have that in my pocket.
Of course,
Yeah.
you have a CD.
So you have like all this shit. Your cameraman now, it's like, yeah, it's right here. I have all this shit.
Yeah.
I also
yeah.
got a map. You believe that?
Yeah.
I don't have to unfold it.
I got access to the world.
I don't
Wide
have to
Web,
fold this
too,
thing
my
up. It'll
man.
just tell me where to go.
My laptop's
longer
on here,
lost.
too. It shares the
Yeah.
same.
There's something
files,
about
so.
I used to love making like CDs, like calling it low key mix one. When I did a bunch of
Yeah.
these, and I bring with me, and I just drive late at night.
Yeah.
And my favorite thing to do is drive on areas and roads I've never been on, and I'd find weird shortcuts around town. Just because I would just put music on and just drive like
We used to.
midnight, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I loved going downtown after bar time and just watching people like stumbling around sometimes.
Yeah. We used to do that when me and my siblings first started smoking together. Doing
Your cigarettes.
we had to leave the house to do those things. So
We're going for a walk, Mom.
the roadies were the primary form, and there was a lot of music and highway and country roads and stuff. It was fun.
They take you home.
Yep, they take you home eventually. All right, guys, we gotta grade this thing.
It's better than I thought it was gonna be.
So yeah. So what are we thinking here? I have a few thoughts, but not a lot
All right.
yet.
Dave, I
but,
want to hear. This is your album.
Okay.
I want to hear.
Yeah,
you
Dave.
go
What's
first.
yeah.
So for
give us
me,
an idea.
No, I don't
Personally,
Let me get it
I
out
mean,
for
it's also
January
fanboy, but
6th,
I'm also going to say it's a very high B for me.
very high B. Okay, so
I think
that's over. Yeah. Okay, I see that. Yeah. I
so.
see that.
As a whole, as the
Oh, shit,
band
where'd I put it?
evolving, changing, sticking with like their convictions, just fucking around it doesn't have to do with the album, but just kind of adding, boiling into everything about this. So they put this album out. They got funny joke songs, but everything, like we mentioned a couple tracks back, really kind of work when you kind of step back and kind of look at a few like key songs. And
Yeah,
there's a lot of
connected.
So I
tissue.
feel like it's loose,
yeah,
but I feel
Yeah.
if you connect those dots, they feel stronger.
yeah,
So it's not a full
Hmm.
concept album. There's no story. There's no like a person's journey. It works as an album,
yeah.
like all together, like track to track. It feels like there's something there. So for me, I would say
Yeah.
it's a high B.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I feel that. What about you, John? Do you want to go next?
Yeah, I'll go next. I mean, I was gonna give it a low B or a high C. So like, I'm generally in the same range as Dave. We want to give it some
Yeah.
kind of B.
That's where we'd be
I
maybe
think
mid
I'd
B
put
now.
my stamp
Yeah.
on it.
I would say I think that
Would
I
not
would
bug me
echo
much.
that actually because I was just looking at the ones that's next to. We got Whole, Live Through This, and Alice in Change, which like I think both have a similar amount of like connective tissue.
Yeah.
But also independent like numbers that just are kind of live on their own.
I think kind of where because I'm this is fucking because you have the magnifying glass, so it's I'm trying to see what's next to it.
Hold on. Yeah, I'll
No,
take it
okay,
off quick.
perfect. So
Yeah.
where you have it, I think it was pretty solid because I definitely have it above The Last Waltz because I feel
Yes.
conceptually better than The Last Waltz.
Right.
I put it above also The Guardians because it's still more of an album than
Yeah.
a soundtrack.
Yeah, I was about to
Yes.
say it's a
Yes.
straight up.
So for me, I would
put
put it
together
I'd put it
movie
anywhere in front of the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtracks, and I would put it no further than possibly maybe Transformer.
Right.
So
right.
somewhere in that
Yeah.
middle B is where I would feel comfortable.
Somewhere
with it.
around maybe, let's say like here, right between Islands and
All right.
What to Do When You Were. Yeah, it's definitely better than What to Do When You Were Dead with that. Oh man, remember this one, dude? That one fucked up my brain. But yeah, no, that's a good spot for it. I think that is like that's kind of what the 3-tier or the B tier is in general. It is like really, really close to like a full-on concept album.
it's the middle ground.
But still has a few numbers that are just for fun that stand on their own outside of that concept.
Because it really,
Yeah.
once you hit C, it really starts to drop. C plus going down. It's really
Right.
like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
standard of like
You start getting all loosey goosey on you.
A little bit
yeah,
loosey goosey. Yeah. Exactly.
Like, well, I
What
mean,
were we thinking? We wanted to talk about it anyway.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
talked about
Hell yeah. Well, I think that's a great place to put it. Real like upper 3, I think, is where it landed.
God, how many pictures do we have on this?
So many.
So many pictures.
I think this
We're
website
close to 200.
this
pictures?
website allows up to, I believe, 500. So once we get to 500, we'll have to go to a different site.
That's fantastic. Well, that's because we have so much, but we still have room to grow too. You know?
Yeah, dude.
Before we
Yeah.
even have to.
Good thing
Yeah.
there's only a few more albums to do.
Just a couple. Just
Hey, we
a couple.
always find new ones, man. That list
Yeah.
ain't even halfway done yet.
Yeah.
He keeps adding to it.
Keep finding more, man. Well, and like I was just, we found Zombina and the Skeletones from just that band, the Stink Eyes coming
Yeah.
in, bringing it to us. So there's still those out there that people are, love
wanna
that
talk
I
about this.
still
We
have
should do
not
this one. I'm like,
covered.
all right.
Yeah. So, Zombina and the Skeletones, though, we're talking to them. Hopefully we'll get them on the pod, have the lads from Liverpool grace our podcast. So
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
please, I really, really want that to happen. And thank you all for listening this week. We will we'll see you guys next time on the Album Concept
Thank
Hour.
you.
We love you.
We do.
There it is.